Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel, and today we are going to see all the Flutter Flow features one by one and how to use them. Let's start with the basic page. As you can see that I have created a blank project. In this blank project we will see all the commonly used elements in the scaffold. So let's see that what is a scaffold. If you are creating a blank page, then this blank thing where you can add so many widgets, you can here search for widgets. These all elements are called widgets. In this scaffold you can change the primary background color. Like as you can see, this project has dark mode and white mode. This background color of the white mode is primary background, and this dark mode background color is primary background as well. If you want to change the main color of the scaffold to another like darker, then you can use the secondary background color. The secondary background color has more intense and dense dark color, as you can see, and if you change it to the light mode, then you can see that the light mode also have a slight change in the background color. If you are creating a blank scaffold, then you can also change the animated capacity, like when the scaffold is opening. This is a safe area. Safe area means if your mobile app, if you are using a small mobile or a large mobile or a tablet, see. So if you are using the safe area, then the UI elements or the page will not go outside or beyond the screen. So your app will be consistent and it will not it will obey all the rules, and the UI elements will be in the screen. So you can change safe area on or off. So it will, if you have a camera in your mobile phone and the camera has a scratch like this, then the safe area will save your UI elements and help to all the data be visible properly. Also, we have an option disable Android back button. So some mobile phones have Android back button option. So if this is a sign up page or Google login page, or let's say this is the home page, then if we have created a new account and then we are redirected to the home page, then the home page should not have a back button, because if the user taps on the back button, then the user will be navigated again to the created account page, and the user will be lost or be confused that why am I again navigated to the create account page or the login page. So this button is useful if you don't want to allow the user to navigate back. If the user is clicking on the back button, it will disable the Android back button. Navbar item properties. So this happens if you have home page, then here you will see that this page will be appeared on the navigation bar. Navbar is currently off in app settings. So if you go to the app settings, go to the navbar and app bar, show navbar option, and navbar requires at least 2 pages. So for example, we will create another blank page. We will name it home page. and we will enable the nav bar for this. Also, as you can see that this is the nav bar here. We were studying the scaffold obviously, so go to the scaffold. You can change the name of the level, like this is the home page, or let's say this is the profile page, and you will also be able to change the color of the icon and the icon as well. So this is the profile, and if you want to change the color of the icon, then it's also possible. Go to the show nav bar section. Here you can see the select the icon color. We will change it to the primary text, and as you can see it will look like this. That's it about the scaffold and all the settings that is available for the scaffold. Thank you for watching guys. See you in the next video of this intro to the platform series.